this week described Meghan Markle as previously having been a, quote, yacht girl. There have been more revelations going viral from the past.
Yes, eat the scrum.
And yes. I said, great. How do you know this guy? Well, he's a photographer. He's based in Florida. I was doing some stuff with him. Okay. I said, who is the person we're talking about here? Before I call my lawyer and get anybody involved in this, you have to tell me. So then she says, her name is Meghan, and she's about to marry.
Familiar with it, Dan, and I'm sure you are as well. I've been familiar with it for a long time, and in fact, I've seen the tapes. I've got them somewhere. God knows where now.
The yacht girl rumors you thought were buried are trending again. Meghan's past is back, and the palace can't contain the chaos.
And I want to show you this from a man called Kevin Blatt. Now, he is a celebrity tape broker, Lady C, and this is from a show called Your Mom's House.
Nobody saw it coming, not because it was new, but because everyone thought it was dead, buried, forgotten. Then suddenly, one short clip resurfaced and blew the lid clean off the internet. No warning, no build-up, just boom. Meghan Markle's name trending again, wrapped in accusations people swore had already been settled years ago.
Say this, another exclusive on YMH. Exactly a year ago, last week, I was shocked. A woman calls me up and she's like, do you have a secure line for me to talk to?
Kevin Blatt didn't drop receipts. He dropped a story. And in gossip culture, that's often enough. Once clips of his Your Mom's House appearance began circulating, the internet locked onto every word. Blatt described a 2018 call from a woman who insisted on a secure line, claiming she had possession of an explicit tape involving a model actress named Meghan, who was about to marry a prince. That specificity turned curiosity into obsession.
Right? Like I'm like in the cone of silence or something. Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I get on a WhatsApp call with her and I'm like, what do you have? She says, a guy sent me a tape of this model/actress.
Gossip channels immediately framed Blatt as an insider, not a random talker. His background as a celebrity tape broker gave the story a dangerous edge. Viewers assumed he'd seen things before, handled scandals before, and knew how these situations unfold. Even though he never showed footage, never named full identities, and never confirmed authenticity, the mere outline of the claim felt convincing to many.
I'm going to show you the email communications and you'll see why. The woman in Canada who called me has it.
What followed was predictable chaos. Commentators replayed the clip frame by frame. Others dissected his pauses, his tone, his choice of words. Was he cautious because of lawyers or because it was true? That question became its own headline. The lack of proof didn't slow the spread. It accelerated it.
This is Rachel Meghan Markle in 2006 at the Hamptons, at a Hamptons party where Harvey Weinstein was there.
Blatt's story lived in that sweet spot where nothing is proven, nothing is denied, and everything feels possible. And once the rumor machine smells plausibility, it doesn't wait for confirmation. It moves straight to amplification.
There's some of what I've seen I think I have a room for doubt about. Others, let's resile away from a comment.
If Kevin Blatt lit the match, Lady Colin Campbell poured fuel on the fire calmly. When asked about the resurfaced claims, she didn't react with shock or dismissal. Instead, she dropped a line that instantly changed the tone of the conversation. She said she was familiar with the material and had seen things years ago. That sentence alone sent gossip communities into meltdown.
But of course, nobody was mentioning Meghan Markle because she was a nobody. So she's getting away with a lot of things. But just like Sophia of Sweden, the bubble is about to burst. And the royal family have been dreading this moment.
Lady C didn't offer details. She didn't authenticate anything outright. In fact, she carefully expressed doubt about some of what she'd encountered. But in scandal culture, nuance dies fast. What people heard was simple. This wasn't new, and it wasn't imaginary.
They were leaked as part of this iCloud hack, which was obviously something that was criminal, and so that's the reason they were taken down from the internet. But what this Kevin Blatt is claiming...
She referenced material being taken down in the past, possibly linked to leaks or hacks, adding a layer of mystery that made everything feel deliberately suppressed. To critics, her comments sounded like confirmation wrapped in caution. To supporters, they sounded like reckless insinuation without evidence. Either way, her reaction carried weight. Lady C is known for calculated words. When she chooses not to dismiss something outright, gossip audiences take notice. Her refusal to shut it down completely allowed speculation to mutate into certainty for many viewers. In this space, saying, "I've seen it," even with doubt, is louder than saying nothing at all.
Seems to be different. It seems to be a suggestion that this was actually like a Kim Kardashian sort of moment, when it was almost planned. Do you know what I mean?
As the clip continued to spread, gossip circles fractured into two competing theories, and both were explosive. One camp leaned toward invasion. Private material allegedly stolen, hacked, and circulated without consent. The other whispered something far more controversial, that the material may have been created knowingly, even strategically, in an era where exposure equaled leverage. Lady C's comparison to a Kim Kardashian-style moment sent shockwaves. She didn't accuse, she suggested. And in gossip culture, suggestion is enough to rewrite entire backstories.
The royal family has been dreading this moment, but there's nothing they can do. And I wonder if there's anything they want to do. Even in February 2016, this is right around the time she met Harry.
Suddenly, timelines were redrawn. Commentators questioned motives, ambition, and timing. Why Florida? Why a photographer? Why now? None of these questions came with answers, but that didn't stop speculation from filling the gaps. Supporters pushed back hard, calling the theory misogynistic and dangerous. Critics argued it explained too much to ignore. The internet thrives on binary thinking, and this narrative offered two extremes: victim or strategist, with no middle ground.
From the Dater's Handbook, Polahan, I think his name is, where he said that Meghan Markle told him that she had met Harry in February.
What mattered most wasn't which theory was true. It was that the conversation shifted away from privacy and toward character judgment. Once that shift happens, gossip stops being about evidence and starts being about interpretation. And interpretation is far harder to control. Just as the clip reached peak virality, Thomas Markle Jr.'s past comments resurfaced, and the timing was brutal. He had publicly referred to Meghan using the same phrase now dominating headlines, reigniting a family feud that has never truly cooled.
So Meghan Markle did a yachting week in February. I wonder if that is where she actually met Harry.
In gossip culture, family accusations hit differently. They feel personal, intimate, insider. Critics treated his words as confirmation from someone who would know. Supporters dismissed them as bitterness from a deeply fractured relationship. But nuance didn't survive the scroll.
And of course, we have Meghan Markle's biggest exposer, which is John Lefebvre. Meghan Markle is a yacht girl. This guy is huge, guys. This guy knows what he talks about because he was he used to organize these kinds of parties for his clients.
Screenshots of his interviews were reposted. Old quotes were revived. Reaction videos framed him as either whistleblower or vengeful sibling, depending on the channel's bias. The story stopped being just about rumors. It became about lineage, upbringing, and supposed secrets. Family drama sells because it feels raw. And once family members speak publicly, the narrative becomes harder to dismiss as pure fabrication. Whether fair or not, Thomas Markle Jr.'s comments gave gossip pages exactly what they needed: internal conflict to pair with external scandal. At that point, the story no longer belonged to facts. It belonged to friction, and friction drives clicks.
She's one missed DM and a diamond necklace away from being Joe Lowe's girlfriend. And after she ended up with the wrong prince, she had her Dubai pictures.
As the clip and commentary frenzy reached a fever pitch, Meghan Markle said nothing. No public statement, no denial, no legal threat. The silence was deafening, and in gossip culture, silence isn't neutral. It's interpreted, weaponized, and amplified. Every minute she refrained from addressing the allegations, the rumor gained momentum. Every share, every reaction video, every TikTok snippet became proof in the eyes of viewers who already wanted to believe it.
Then, of course, we have Virginia Roberts. May she rest in peace, where she was going to call Meghan Markle to testify in her civil case against Andrew.
For her supporters, Meghan's silence is survival, refusing to dignify recycled smears with attention. For her critics, it's a tacit admission. And in the middle sits the internet, spinning theories, dissecting body language in public appearances, and rewatching old interviews for hidden reactions. The lack of response created a vacuum, and gossip thrives in vacuums. Social media algorithms didn't wait. They promoted speculation over confirmation, drama over clarity. Each post about her alleged yacht girl passed outperformed articles explaining legal privacy concerns. Silence, in this case, didn't calm the storm. It fueled it. And the cycle of rumor, reaction, and reinterpretation showed no signs of stopping.
To Prince Andrew, and therefore probably saw what he did. He also cited 3 reasons for Miss Markle to be a potential deposition subject.
Meghan's silence, measured or strategic, became a headline itself. Every gif, every reaction, every meme derived meaning from it. The absence of denial or clarification is louder than any press release could be, turning non-action into a viral accelerant.
1, she's in the US, so we have jurisdiction over her. 2, she is somebody who obviously, at least for a period of time.
While the internet erupted in speculation and outrage, sources close to Meghan describe a very different reality: exhaustion, frustration, and emotional strain. Being the target of repeated, sexually charged rumors over years isn't just stressful, it's traumatic. Each resurfacing clip, every viral discussion, drags past allegations back into public focus, forcing a woman into defensive postures she can't fully address.
Prince Andrew, and hence in a position to perhaps have seen what he did, and perhaps if not, have seen what he did, to have heard people talk about it because she was in Jeffrey Epstein's.
These are not idle claims. Allegations of this nature carry unique damage, particularly when paired with public visibility. Meghan's supporters note that repeated cycles of rumor and outrage create a constant pressure, a form of digital harassment that never truly ends. Family disputes, public commentary, and viral clips converge to make daily life a battlefield. Even well-guarded private moments are invaded by speculation. Social media users dissect vacations, red carpet appearances, and casual gestures for signs of guilt or avoidance. Every personal choice is reframed as a reaction to scandal. This is the reality of viral gossip. It does not wait, and it does not forgive.
Atmosphere, environment. Because of her past association with him, she may very well have important knowledge and will certainly have some knowledge. What is really interesting, guys, is that even Getty's images, they're deleting images from Meghan Markle.
For someone like Meghan, silence may be protective, but it cannot shield the emotional cost. Each week, each resurfaced clip, each viral post is a reminder that her life is constantly under microscope, and the fallout extends far beyond headlines, into private moments, family dynamics, and personal peace.
Getty's images, they're deleting images from Meghan Markle, who are, I don't see anything wrong with this image.
Then it appeared, the photo nobody wanted to exist, yet everyone stopped scrolling to see. Karina Shuliak, Jeffrey Epstein's longtime companion, stood clearly in the frame, and beside her, partially hidden under a sun hat, was a figure that immediately set tongues wagging. To casual viewers, it could have been anyone. A shadow, a hat, maybe a guest at a party. But for those tracking Meghan Markle's early Hollywood years like detectives, the resemblance was undeniable. Suddenly, whispers about her so-called yacht girl days weren't whispers anymore. They had visual fuel. It wasn't the photo itself that sparked frenzy. It was the possibility. No one could prove Meghan had crossed Andrew's orbit, yet social media, gossip blogs, and palace insiders all smelled opportunity. Every old rumor, every fragment of conversation, every speculative headline suddenly gained legs. Half-truths and cryptic sightings now felt like evidence. One image, just a hint of familiarity, was enough to throw the palace into quiet panic. Headlines could erupt at any moment.
The reason why these pictures are so problematic for Meghan Markle is because these pictures place her with Jeffrey Epstein.
For those in the know, the resurfaced photo wasn't shocking. It was confirmation. It suggested Meghan's Hollywood and elite social circles were far more intertwined with scandal-prone networks than the public had ever realized. And while the general audience might not have grasped its significance yet, social media was already working overtime, filling in gaps with speculation, theories, and dramatic storytelling. One small snapshot, one partial figure, and a rumor decades old suddenly had a second life.
John Lefebvre, who was also part of that circle, we have her friends calling her for Yacht Week as early as February 2016, right before she met Harry.
Nothing Fergie does is accidental. The woman has weathered scandal, humiliation, and royal rejection only to come back stronger each time. Timing is her weapon. Her comment about Meghan wasn't casual chatter. It was precision chaos. A single line, perfectly measured, designed to hit just the right nerve. Some called it revenge, a reminder that Meghan had achieved doors Fergie never could. Others saw it as a tactical distraction, pulling focus away from Andrew when any minor scrutiny could be catastrophic. There's an even darker, juicier theory. Fergie could be testing waters for another explosive tell-all. One line about Meghan, gauging reach, gauging chaos, gauging palace reaction. And the response was immediate. Whispers spread, doors shut, aides braced for fallout. Every raised eyebrow, every shocked gasp, every clipped conversation was exactly what she wanted.
In February specifically, the royal households are falling and scrambling to delete this to prevent more files from coming out.
In the high-stakes game of royal intrigue, perception is power. Fergie played it masterfully. By dropping Meghan's name in this context, she ignited curiosity, suspicion, and the kind of media frenzy tabloids dream about. The storm wasn't a mistake, it was engineered. Fergie knew the palace couldn't ignore it, and she smiled quietly, knowing the chaos had only begun. As the rumor spread, reactions were immediate and intense. Harry was furious, not just at the comment, but at the source, someone who had been part of his life for decades. Someone who had attended family dinners, shared private moments, and been part of intimate circles. The betrayal stung. Reports say he paced, called aides, and tried to anticipate fallout in real time, knowing that even a single misstep could make headlines explode.
About Jeffrey Epstein and any involvement with the royal family, but they're failing. These pictures that I'm about to show you have been banned from the internet.
Meghan, meanwhile, did the exact opposite. She withdrew, canceled appearances, paused statements, let legal teams weigh options. To the public, her silence was enigmatic. To Harry, it was terrifying. Every move had to be calculated, no casual word allowed. Silence became both shield and weapon. The rumor gained traction simply by existing in that vacuum. The couple's strategy was a high-stakes game of chess. Each step, each pause, each non-response was tactical. Yet palace staff could feel tension rising. Hallways quieter, whispers sharper, even guards alert. For a family that thrives on control, uncertainty was alien. This wasn't mere gossip anymore. It was a threat that could spiral into a public narrative the monarchy struggled to manage. Every silent second was a potential spark.
But now they're back. They're finally out there. Let me know what you think, because clearly these ladies were with Jeffrey Epstein, Misha.
Inside Windsor, the ripple effect of Fergie's comment was immediate. Staff noticed the subtle shifts. Doors closed faster, conversations went silent, the palace's usual rhythm disrupted. They had weathered scandals before, but linking Meghan to Andrew, even indirectly, was an entirely new problem. Two volatile figures, independently capable of attracting headlines, were now connected in the public imagination. The stakes were immense.
Karina Shuliak, Petra Nemkova, which is another model friend who was there with Jeffrey Epstein.
The optics were brutal. If Meghan had navigated Andrew's circles before Harry, the narrative of her carefully curated royal rise could collapse. She wasn't just an ambitious actress anymore. She was someone enmeshed in networks the palace wanted forgotten. Every whisper, every what if, every speculative article added pressure. Internal communications flew furiously. Security and PR teams doubled down, bracing for a potential media storm. Control, the monarchy's lifeblood, was slipping. And all Fergie had done was lean back, smile, and let it happen. The palace understood immediately. One misstep, one headline, and the story could spiral beyond containment. In royal circles, timing, secrecy, and perception are everything, and Fergie had just flipped the board.